Hi, it's Jennifer. I am back for my weekly live broadcast. And this week's video, I am going to be talking about a subject that is near and dear to my heart, and I will explain why. Um, First, I would like to remind everybody to join my email list right on the Facebook page. You can click sign up and sign up for my weekly emails that will come out on Wednesdays. And in each email, I talk about a different topic, and then usually followed by the live broadcast on the same topic the next day. Also, please, please, please share with your friends. I'm very excited about our growing community, and I look forward to what the future holds here. So, the topic for today that I would like to talk about is about not taking things personally. And the reason this is near and dear to my heart is because I tend to do that. And you're probably sitting there saying, "Me too." At least most of you are. It is something that most people deal with all the time. You know, it, People around us are constantly behaving, right? They're doing, they're saying, they're acting, they're not saying, they're ignoring, they're acting out upon. I mean, you name it. We're constantly surrounded by other people, living. And it is so easy all the time to feel like what other people are doing is about us. And it's not, ever. It's 100% to do with them. People behave in ways. We talked in the past couple of weeks about values. There's so much that contributes to why we say what we do, why we do what we do. And even when something is directed at somebody, it's not personal. It's not about them, because each one of our own behaviors is 100% a result of everything inside of us. It's to do with my values, my experiences, my triggers. But it really feels like it is personal. And especially when somebody says or does something to you or about you. You know, I've had conversations with people where I say it's really not personal, and they say, well, it really feels like it is. And yeah, I know. And it's still not. It never, ever is about you. And this idea, I remember back in college, which was a very long time ago. It was when I first read The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. And he just does such a beautiful job in such a simple way of really relaying this concept. So if you haven't read that book, I would strongly recommend it. Not taking things personally is one of the four agreements that he talks about, for living a really happy life. Because when we can, in a moment, not take something personally, it provides us with peace. It provides us from the relief of suffering. One thing that's important to remember is when you are talking with somebody, most of the time they've already got their response going on before you're even done talking. If that's the case, how could their response have anything to do with what you're saying? It doesn't. They think what they know you're going to say, they hear what they think you're going to say, and the response that they've already formulated is what comes out of their mouth. So their response has nothing to do with you, and then your response actually has nothing to do with them. So it's a very weird way to look at things, I know, but it is the truth. And that is where freedom lies. When I do these videos, when I come up each week with what topic am I going to talk about for, in my email and then my video, what I tend to do is I look at my own life, and I look at circumstances that have shown up either for me or in some interaction I've had with somebody else, or a story somebody's told me, or something in my coaching sessions with my clients that sparks a thought. And recently I've personally had a situation where I was lied about, completely, blatantly lied about. And this is a situation like, boy, like it really feels personal. And of course, at first I was angry for about 15 minutes. And then I go to a place where I get really sad. And then after a few hours, I actually started to emerge to a place of compassion. And the compassion part of it is something I want to talk about, because when people do things that feel personal, but it's not, when we can shift to a place of compassion that elevates our own energy and helps us to feel better. Now, I'm not talking about pretending it didn't happen, and I'm not talking about condoning it or about not even setting boundaries or taking whatever is appropriate action. That's all aside. But in my experience, when we can find compassion is when the energies can start to shift and we can start to feel better. And when I say compassion, I mean thinking about what must be there for that person. I mean, I don't know, but something that would have them behave that way. A good example I always think about is in veterinary hospitals, when you have those really difficult clients. You have that woman or that man who every time he comes in, he's giving the staff a hard time. He's always complaining. He's, like you either have or you're ready to fire that client because you're just done. And what I tend to do is, again, boundaries. Like, here's how you do and you do not treat our staff. Here's the behavior we will and will not accept. Like, that is 100%. Set that aside. That's a given. And with that, where can we find compassion for this person? I used to tell my staff all the time, don't think there's anything special about us. Mrs. Whoever is not treating us any different than she treats when she goes to her hairdresser, the people at the grocery store, the auto mechanic, like her kid's teacher, like wherever she is in life, I can assure you, she is treating everybody the way she treats us. And think about what that must be like to go through life like that. Now, yes, one might say, well, she has a choice, and she does, and that's a whole separate conversation. But given that she doesn't see that she has a choice or doesn't feel the power to exercise that choice, think about how lonely that must be. That everywhere you go, you're nasty and you're belligerent. And so I encourage you to just, when you're in a situation like that, to just start to see, yeah, you get pissed off. Yes, then you might even get sad, or for a moment turn it inward. And then just have a little voice that says, it's not about you. It's not personal. It's not about us. It's not about our team. This has nothing to do with us. This is her. Set whatever boundaries, take whatever action, and then for your own work, say, where might I find compassion here? Where might there be a little bit of love? And I'll throw that word out there because ultimately that's what it's all about. That I could just energetically send to that person as they go on their way. It's not easy, and it definitely takes practice. But I think what you might find is, again, all of our work is all about us. Our experience in life is all about us. It has nothing to do with it's not personal to anybody else, right? Who I show up as in this world is about me, and my experience in this world is about me. So this is just yet another example of when we give up needing to be right, we can start to shift. We can make a difference, even from an energetic level of just sending love. I bless you with love and I send you on your way, and not blessing like from a religious context, but just sending that energy towards that person as they go. It's not condoning the behavior, not even tolerating the behavior, but just shifting who you are around that, and taking it and pushing it off of you. Just say, no, thank you. This is your stuff. This is not about me. If you need to lie, if you need to yell, if you need to do whatever it is that you need to do, I'm giving that back to you. I still don't like it, and I'm not taking it. I'm not internalizing it. I'm sending it away, and I give you love as you go on. So it's just something that you can start to look at in that next step when you find yourself in a situation where something hurts. Somebody's done something, said something, whatever, that hurts, that you're like, just remember, it has nothing to do with you. It's not personal. It never is. And here's some, it's just some ways that you can enhance your own experience of life, elevate your own energy. And ultimately, the goal is to bring more joy and happiness into your life. So I hope that was helpful. Um, like I said, I do try to share things from an authentic place and from experiences that I've had. I hope that that also helps to bring some examples that can show you how you can start to apply some of these things into your life. So thank you for being here. And again, sign up for the email list. If you're ever interested in coaching, feel free to reach out. Coaching is an amazing process, one-on-one, to explore the things that hold you back, the things that are in your way, the things that are keeping you from doing like I just said, and being able to bring that joy and happiness in your life by shifting how you might view things. So have a great day. Bye-bye.